Welcome back to Masterful Divine Feminine 333. My name is Miss Divine and I'm feeling a bit better. I just did a recording and I felt heavy, but I think I released what I needed to release via that reading, and so I am feeling a bit better going into this reading. I don't have much time because I have to work tonight. But today we're going to talk about, or tonight, whenever you are watching this, we're going to talk about the healing continues when we stop carrying everyone else's energy. So this has also been a very critical, and I had to isolate this from my journey about, I had to isolate everyone's energy as like a very much specific task, right? Because boy, oh boy, oh boy, the way that we carry so much already, and especially when you're navigating deep connections, right? So, twin flame connections, higher level soulmate connections, people that just keep you around just because, and you stay around just because. Paternal wounds, maternal wounds, karmic debt, etc., etc., etc. Right? So there's just so much around it. Jealous motherfuckers. There's a lot. There's a lot that we carry, and when you are going through this journey and you find yourself wanting to isolate yourself, right, as I have been doing, you also realize more and more about how much the energy of others that you are carrying, especially if you are navigating a deep soul connection. I really would like for this, the deep soul connection, to not take over this reading, but what I will probably do is, if I see that that's the energy I'm being pushed to, I will have to record another video. If you are in a deep soul connection and you are experiencing certain bodily sensations, physical reactions, and things like that, again, always please do seek medical attention. However, usually this is also an indication of the shared journey, a spiritual awakening, and you also want to look at yourself and be like, okay, how am I taking care of myself? So um, I have been having breakouts, and certain parts of my body have been going through hell. So then I really just have to look and see ways in which that I need to maybe revamp certain routines, or taking better care of my skin and my body. Sometimes doing like stretches before I go to bed. Like the last 2 3 weeks, I haven't been able to sleep. I've had acute body aches. I would have to take magnesium. So what was happening, I would be so tired I would go straight to bed. But after like an hour or two of just my body shaking, turning and tossing in the bed, I would then wake up in the middle of the night and be angry and frustrated, and then would like apply the magnesium on me or take the supplement. So now what I've been doing is, after I finish my readings at night, and by the way, I am on Psychic Source, so there are wonderful advisors on Psychic Source. If you were to join now as a new member, I believe it's less than $1 a minute. So I invite you to come and have a reading with me on Psychic Source, or any of the other advisors that you like. Back to the reading. So taking a good shower, and taking the magnesium before I go to bed, and I've been sleeping better the last few days. So being aware that carrying other people's energy is no joke. So it's about how much of what we carry actually belongs to us. And surprise, surprise, I think so many times when we really take score, it's just like, oh wait, there's a significant percentage of this that doesn't belong to me. And this is where your return to senders may come in. This is where a cleansing bath may come in, a protective ritual. Having the awareness is key. The weight of other people's expectations, so family expectations, relationships, and workplace expectations. And I think something that's very critical that I would like to say, these expectations aren't always verbalized. So you are also feeling non verbalized expectations, which is frustrating because you're feeling the energy and the changes and the shifts of the dynamics, but no one's actually saying anything. This is also where it's important to my friend says something to me. Oh, leave well enough alone. She said that to me a few times. And it's always been something that when it was said to me at in the like the first few times, I never understood it. But as time went on, it was like, oh yeah, it's really not your job or my job to go fishing for the information, to go seeking confirmation for what you're feeling, others' expectations. So I hope I'm not messing it up. But yeah, leave well enough alone. The exhaustion of constantly defending yourself. So when you are feeling their energy, right? And then it's just so messy. It's so icky. And then you're constantly defending yourself, especially other people's projections, and becoming aware that someone is projecting and choosing silence or just choosing a non-reactive response. Thumbs up. Great, great. Because no need, no need, no time to waste your energy on defending others' projections and expectations, especially when you're just like minding your own business, staying in your lane, and yeah, it's no need to exhaust yourself. Returning to your own energy. So when it's all said and done, like this is ultimately what we're where we are going, right? Back into ourselves, back into our bodies, and not bringing in anything that was fed to us, like not ingesting anything that was fed to us. And in the case that it was ingested, literally, you poop that shit out. What can I say? These readings are different. I don't know what's happening. All I know is that I'm always figuring things out, and I I want to commit to to what I said I was going to do, even if um, engagement is low, followers aren't following, all of that metrics isn't really existing right now. But I, I want to make sure that I commit to what I said I was going to do. When I first started, I was recording at least 3, 4 times a week, and I was going strong, and then I completely crashed out. I cannot record every day for multiple reasons, right? I can't record every day. So I am recording less now, right? And I am reflecting on what I was experiencing, what I was thinking, how my journey has been unfolding, and really making it part of the message. And the reading before this was emotions that we're carrying that we don't feel, and that came up for me yesterday during a Reiki session. And this reading is reflecting, talking about so much of what I'm feeling doesn't even belong to me, it doesn't even belong to you. So what are the things that I have been doing to return to my own energy? So again, awareness is one thing, right? Seeing where my blockages are, especially if you are feeling energy so intensely, seeing where your blockages are. Blockages look like, are you hydrating? Are you sweating out? Are you actually sweating out the toxins, right? So seeing ways in which you can aid to relieving the digestive issues, the body aches, and defending myself is not something that I wish to do unless we're having a conversation about why I love Alicia Keys so much. I I give no shits to defend. Like, I don't even want to get into it. But this is something I used to exhaust myself doing, especially again when people were throwing projections at me. And it happened recently. I don't want to talk about it too much, but someone did say something, and I was like, I don't. In my mind, I don't think that has ever happened in this connection. However, if that's how that person felt, that's how that person felt. It wasn't worth me defending. It takes so much energy to cleanse out the suppressed emotions, the damaged cells. It takes so much energy to return to ourselves that in the process of doing that, I cannot use any of my time, energy, or resources to defend myself or to manage connections that are just poof, that are just going through whatever they're going through. So when the message I'm going to leave for us, one for you and one for me, when you are watching this black candle is burning out quite quickly. It's all good. The message for me and the message for you. I've been doing me first. Let's change it up. Let's do you first. Aww, one of my favorites. Friendship and Union. I'm going to read from the guidebook. My downloads aren't downloading. I mean, they are. I'm just tired. I'm just tired. And some that you want to know what the download from Spirit was to read from the guidebook. I am hilarious. What? Okay, page 48. Some of you may have a birthday on the 12th. Okay, friendship and guidance. So here's your message. This is a time for coming together. Friendship and other connections are important now. Three is a strength. Oh my gosh, yeah. There is a strengthening in your bonds with others and your capacity to know your people. And they were like, your people. Like, who are your people? So again, this very much ties into like having all these relationships around you that are draining you and knowing the difference between those relationships and the people that are pouring into you. And earlier I think I mentioned it, like defending yourself with in relationships that like there's I'm getting nothing from you. What am I doing here? You are surrounded by incredible, insightful, and encouraging people at this time. If you have me in your life, you're welcome. Just kidding. No, I'm not. And it's important to enjoy the friendships and other connections you have. If you have felt disconnected or out of place for some time, know that you are moving into a far more supportive and joyful space now. Your angel guide is encouraging you to connect deeply with those you trust most. Ask yourself how you can bring the whole of yourself into your friendship. So no more fragmented versions of yourself in your friendships and relationships. Be present, listen, open up, smile, laugh, venture forth, and enjoy this time. That's beautiful. If you have felt left out recently or have been wondering if you can trust those around you, angels are giving you clear insights and information to help. Don't concern yourself about any relationship. Maybe we should try to make sure you could see the card. And that's not going to work, is it? All right, let's start over. If you have felt out, if you have felt left out recently or have been wondering if you can trust those around you, angels are giving you clear insights and information to help. Don't concern yourself about any relationship or friendship that have been fading into the background. Let it fade, let it go in the background. Don't go turning on the light, let it go in the background. What's important is that your vibration and energy will attract friends with whom you can be yourself and who can mirror back to who you are. So, mirroring back to who you are without projections. If there's something missing in a particularly important friendship, Know that your angel guide is inviting you to ask yourself, what is missing here? How can I supply it? If you feel that you are struggling to make friends and you don't know who your friends are, invite your angels to assist you in making connections with those you can share and receive in a loving, balanced way. Your angel friends are ready to help you form incredible unions. That is so beautiful. Because I definitely had a moment recently where I was like, oh my God, friendships, people, I can't. I mean, I really do care about the people in my life. It's just, I think I'm hypersensitive right now, for many reasons, and I'm not going to apologize for it. So as I'm working through all of this, yeah, so I'm definitely not defending myself. Yeti, I'm not doing anything that we were advised, not to do from spirit. So that's fine. But anytime there's an odd moment or something awkward, I'm just like, ugh, why are we doing this? I'm just in a very sensitive place. So people either projecting, it's really projecting. Just because I am not ingesting it or moving it through doesn't mean I still aren't like, ugh, why are we here? Why are we doing this? But I don't know. That's what relationships kind of take sometimes too. And it's about understanding which friendships and unions are, are a safe place, and really asking your guides for support and assistance, and also the ones that are fading into the background, letting them fade. So for me, and again, this will resonate for you maybe. So this is Sacred Plant. So one advice I'm getting is to wear yellow. So when I watch this, I need to wear yellow or possibly meditate with Oshun or both. I have the most incredible story about how Oshun came into my mind, my heart, my soul. I didn't know much about Orishas, right? I'm still learning. And I met a friend 3 years ago, lovely, 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 lovely woman. I've been missing her lately. And I, she, she knew more about Orishas than me, and we had a few conversations about it, but I didn't understand. And I know some of you are like, what is there not to understand? Like, whatever, let's move on. So there's a botanica that I go to get my stuff, my candles, etc. And I was being called to the color yellow. I think I was dreaming about yellow, and I wanted to paint my nails yellow. And when I was in the Botanica checking out, on the counter, she has bracelets. I have to go soon. I have to work at 8:30. Okay. On the counter, she has bracelets. And there was a yellow bracelet, and I was like, yellow, perfect. I need it. I need this yellow bracelet. There was a customer checking out in front of me, and she had a yellow candle. And they were talking about this candle, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. So there's just yellow everywhere. I can't escape it. And I asked the woman, "What's this yellow candle?" So she tells me, "So shun da 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 da." I'm like, "All right, I think I need to get this." Sure, I get the candle, I bring it home. I don't do anything with it. A few days later, talking to my friend about it, I was like, "Oh, by the way, I got this and I got that. I really think I need to meditate with Oshun." So we're sitting in her car talking, and we were doing this. Mm, somebody don't want me talking about her. We were doing this for some time, and while we were sitting out there, just give me a second. I'm logging in for work while I remember. While we were sitting out there, like 40, 30 minutes, however long into the conversation, out out of nowhere, a yellow balloon just starts rising from the ground, starts rising. I'm like, no strength. Never seen anything like that. Yeah. So it just starts doing this. We were on one end of the block, and this was happening on the opposite end of the block. It was the most magical thing I've ever witnessed. And I was like, girl, I gotta go. And I came home and I had my first meditation with Oshun that day about 3 years ago. All right. So let's see sacred sacred path, right? Nope, sacred plan. What do I need to know when I am watching this? This card doesn't represent the plan that God has for your life, more the plan that comes to fruition based on your intentions and your highest good. Say less, Spirit. Say less. Well, say more. Let's continue. You have been given the incredible gift of free will, and therefore your thoughts, deeds, actions, and intentions are in some way going out into the universe and curating the experiences, opportunities, and energies that are flowing in and out of your life. When this card appears, you are being encouraged to move into a state of surrender where you recognize that yes, your intentions have an impact on the creation of your life. But how those intentions unfold is not down to you, but in the hands of God. The divine plan is your intentions unfolding in a way that God, the universe, feels is for your growth and highest good. Know that every experience you have been through in your life has been a way marker rather, on your journey towards growth and expansion. And your angels are acknowledging your growth now. If you are trying to force a plan into action, me never. What? The angelic guidance is to back down and trust in the greater good. Often, when something isn't happening for us, we're frustrated, but that's only because we don't see that our perfect plan is unfolding. When your ideas or plans go wrong, trust the universe has a greater plan for you. And that greater plan isn't something already that has already been chosen for you. It's more of a accumulation of all your life's intentions, prayers and actions wishing back toward you with opportunities and experiences. Call on your angels to light up the path ahead. You may feel that you are facing the unknown, but know that you are always guided and protected. That was dangerously powerful. Dangerously powerful. So much so I don't even know what to say. I mean, the the takeaway of being divinely unprotected. So I see myself returning to a space of deeper meditation. I could spend a lot of time. What do you call that thing when you just scroll on social media, doom scrolling? I could spend a lot of time doing that, but I can't spend a lot of time meditating. And I know that it's important for me to make decisions that are in my highest good. Like, I mean, yes, we know that, but like for real, I feel that so strongly within the upcoming weeks, the upcoming lunations. It's hard, but I I want the outcome that's in my highest good, and that outcome only unfolds when the decisions and the intentions that I make are on that path for that unfolding. Oh yeah. I think the hardest part sometimes is just making those decisions, right? Uh, so my week ahead, Hopefully I work out more. Hopefully I get up earlier. I've been rushing to work every day the last 3 weeks. It's been a nightmare. Um, I was in a car accident. Stupid dollar cab driver. I wouldn't have been in the dollar cab if I wasn't rushing. And I'm getting fat. No, let me not say. Ooh, sorry. I'm gaining a lot of weight in my midsection. A lot of weight. So I really need to do some intentional work with my midsection. And I think that's it for now. I think I'm gonna have a good weekend. I intend to see my favorite person. I don't have a ticket to see her, but I intend for that plan to unfold in that way. So I hope that you have enjoyed this reading. And even if you're not here, even if you're not watching this, I enjoyed this space for me. But I do think eventually there would be movement with this channel. Not too much though, because and that's the thing too. Like I'm trying to figure out what could I even sustain. Nonetheless, I thank my spirit guides. I thank Oshun for reminding me of her strength and her power and her protection. I thank my ancestors. I thank my family. I thank the experiences of humiliation, um, frustration, bravery, love, warmth. And I think I'm going to end it with leave well enough alone. Thank you for watching.